Oh, it's just so cold outside. We're living in the Midwest where, I imagine other parts in the world it's freezing. We've got global warming going on, right? But no, it's warm in here, but it is definitely cold outside, which means that building season continues. So, welcome again to another episode of Journal Entry. It's my time to tell you about how cold I am. No, it's my time to complain. No, and talk about my brick life and some mixed in with my personal life, just what's going on in the week. And it's been a very busy week. Looking at the past week of content that was dropped, and then this week I was traveling for work, so it was hard to do a lot of building. In fact, I would say I didn't really do any major building. I did some sorting, but in some cleaning up, so the studio is in pretty good shape. But still a little bit of things here to do, and I've got a lot behind me to do. A lot of it's because I need to clear out my backlog a little bit. So again, the Super Bowl is a great time for that, except for every time I want to do some building, it seems like there's other like closets need to be cleaned out, or cleaning out our crawl space, all that kind of stuff. There's always something going on. So this week in the personal life, all about travel, another long week. This episode almost didn't happen because I'm just so exhausted. I tried to do it on Friday. I went for a couple takes, and literally it was just so terrible. So I deleted both times I tried, and then I just went to bed. And then Saturday, I guess I'm kind of jumping ahead in terms of my personal life. I volunteered for the first time for a pickleball tournament. It was the Chicago Pickleball League, which I think has its own page and was streaming. I volunteered as a check-in person and then a score runner. And a part of it was selfish for me, just to kind of get in the inside, and actually I recognized a lot of the folks playing because I played some of them. They're like the best players in the clubs all around the region in I'd say north of Chicago and the suburbs, and north and west is where a lot of the players are from. And it was just fun to see a lot of awesome players. So again, if you haven't played pickleball, get out there and give it a shot. It's definitely worth it, especially if you love table tennis, badminton, racquetball, tennis. It's just a phenomenal sport. One of the cool things to see during the tournament, and they were all like high level players, but you could tell there's like D1 level tennis players that have converted, but they've only been playing for maybe a year or two. And then you've got players that have been playing for years that aren't necessarily as athletic and good with that natural tennis shot. And they did equally as well, if not almost better than some of the tennis players. So it's really cool to see that dynamic. So going on, this week again, the content was, we had a fantastic January. We are now well in February. So now we are in kind of week 1.5 of February. And there's just a lot from sorting. I still have a whole bunch of, it's not vintage, but it's old Lego to sort. We're doing a lot of fun things like with the pick-a-brick wall. I have a couple more episodes coming up, so stay tuned for those. I'm going to be switching gears from plates to now looking at the value of slopes, which I have a feeling that the 1x slopes, or they're called slope 30 1x1s. Those are going to be pretty tasty in terms of value. And then I'm going to kind of go up and do some of the other sizing slopes. So that way, if you're in the pick-a-brick wall and you want to know what a good value is, then you know what to stick with. Like, I think it's pretty straightforward. The bigger the part, the less overall dollar value versus Bricklink or the part store is. As you get down into the smaller parts, you can just pack in a ton more. Of course, you can always stack to make it worth your while, but again, it's something that I find it really interesting. And then, of course, unique colors kind of throw a really interesting wrinkle into the equation, because even a penny, when you're talking 200, 300, 400 parts, makes a huge difference. So that was a big one. The other piece that's coming in the next week. So there won't be any videos this week, but the following week there will be, is I'm going to break ground. I did finish Vader's castle, so now I'll be switching gears, breaking it down a little bit, and then I'll start the process of both modification and creating a mock. I'm really, really excited about it. That's what I want to showcase off in Brick World Chicago. So drop me comments. Again, I'm always open to your commentary and feedback. Drop it down below while you're at it. Subscribe, ding along the bell, whatever you need to do, because I do this episode every week as just a journal to myself on what's going on in my life. And then of course Tuesdays will always be my review day. One thing that I finally did, it happened 2 weeks ago, it bled a little bit into this week. I finished all my advent calendars, so I did 5 advent calendars, and then I had a late entry, so I did a total. I did 5 advent calendars, had a late entry, the 6th advent calendar. So now I'm up to 8 out of the total 12 that are on the market today. I have 4 left. 3 of them are expensive. One is the 2019, which is reasonable. I don't foresee myself getting any advent calendars anytime soon. I really am sick of building them. The micro builds, just, if you go back on some of the videos, it's just painful for me putting together those micro builds. I'm really glad to get the parts in my collection, but the micro scale builds are just definitely not for me. The big winner on all of the advent calendars for most is definitely the figures. So there's a lot of that I'm kind of going over. What else do I have upcoming? Wednesday, I have, of course, I've got hauls all lined up. I feel like there's no way to go through a week without a haul. In fact, one thing that's been happening is there was kind of a lull at the end of the year for my Mercari, and shout out to any of the folks listening today. If you signed up for Mercari, thank you. That's paying off. I was able to get another set on Mercari, so stay tuned. It'll be, I think, a couple weeks before that both arrives. I can do a video and then get it out. So sometime in February, stay out there, be sure to be on the lookout for a video, and I can showcase. Again, thank you so much for those that are signing up. Make sure to sell, because if you sell, you actually get, I think it's what is it? Oh, you get a $20 coupon, and then I get more credit back as well, which is absolutely fantastic. There's plenty of sets. There's more advent calendars. Again, I'm planning on collecting all the advent calendars and battle packs, so I have a ways to go. And I've been seeing some pretty good deals on individual figures as well. And those are hard not to go for, because again, as I'm completing my collection or for the mocks, I would like to get a couple more Sith. Would be nice to kind of round out the collection. So the other thing that's interesting on my mind is that it would be cool. I know sometimes buying repeats, it doesn't make sense. But one of the things I'm kind of vibing a little bit is doing some, what's referred to in the Lego community as fig bashing, or really just essentially mixing parts to create different things. So they're not real, official Lego released figures, but there's ones that you've created. There's so many like hair pieces, and there's, as I kind of went through one of the older 2000s sets, there was a lot of really cool like headpieces that probably wouldn't have been in the Star Wars universe, or maybe they look like they could be in the Star Wars universe. And then why not kind of put different bodies together, or torsos and stuff like that, and you could come up with some of your own characters to kind of fill out your galaxy. I think that's one thing I wish Star Wars would do more of, is just create kind of like some of the battle packs where they're just like random characters. They may not be named characters. That would be pretty phenomenal. Plus, this week actually on Brick World, Good Morning Brick World, so shout out to Hive, we are going to start officially launching the the we want a castle battle pack hashtag. So if you're out there, I'm gonna make sure to start the I might maybe do some separate videos as I kind of go through. I wanted to wait till the summer, but I feel like we need to kind of build the momentum so that maybe next year we could get a castle battle pack. It like if there's anything that makes sense, clone battle packs, maybe even I think Star Wars battle packs in general just make sense, but castle battle packs, castles, there needs to be armies. You can't just have a castle, a king's castle, and then a bunch of Black Falcon castles. You need armies. You need an army. So so Lego, if anybody who knows anybody at Lego, beg, plead, let's fight. Let's fight for a castle battle pack. So I'm going to include that in the description here, that we're going to start the process. We're going to do a video. Yeah, we might need a music video. So we might need Seth. I think that's who we're going to need. So Seth, if you're watching, make a song. Hashtag we want our castle battle pack. Make it happen. So trying to think what else. So again, I think I mentioned this a little bit, but I'm just having a blast. There was a lull in the selling on Mercari, but now it's starting to kind of happen again. So I was able to sell some pretty surprising things. It's very possible that I'm trading one gift with purchase for another. So you shall see. You'll have to wait. First is the battle pack that I was able to snag. It was too much. I don't know if it was a deal. Well, let's just say it was enough of a deal and I didn't want to pass that I jumped all over it. So the gift with purchase set that I want is going to have to wait. So really, and I was able to sell like 4 or 5 things this week. I need to load in some more items. I just went into my crawl space, like I said, and I'm pulling a bunch of stuff. There was stuff that I just have been waiting to kind of put on. But I'm pretty loaded because right now I currently have listings. I even found some shoes to put on there. I've got a bunch of figures. My parents donated some stuff for me to sell. It's kind of funny. So in terms of listings, how many do I got? Let's see. I've sold 47 items. I've got 38 active listings. So I've got more to go. 3 orders in progress. Boom, I've got a bunch. So if everything kind of comes in, I'll be in good shape. I should be in pretty good position to grab one of the one of the sets that I'm eyeballing. I've really got 2 or 3. I kind of wish I had a bunch more loaded in my account or a gift card or something, because I could totally use it right now. I've got like 2 or 3 sets. I've got a bunch of figures. I kind of need about $100, maybe $200 worth of credit so I can kind of clear out, because some of them are in good deals. It's hard to pass in good deals on Mercari. It's like, oh God, it's so good. So again, in terms of building, I've got a couple sets. Some of it I can't reveal because you have to watch over this next week. Got lots of building videos, pick a brick wall. It's I'm just having a blast while it's the winter. I have to do it now and get all the videos and content done for now, because when the summer hits, I'm going to be probably, that's one thing I finally started doing in this last week, and hopefully you're starting to do it now too, especially as the Super Bowl happens. I should have shout out, if you're watching, Ronnie, Builder Buds, everybody who's in Kansas City. So good luck to you. Anybody from the Philly area, good luck to you. Hopefully it is a great Super Bowl. We're having a Super Bowl party at my house since we have a new kitchen, so we're gonna have fun for that. That's more work to do, but I'm looking forward to that. But I'm looking forward to building this guy. That's gonna take some time. We've got some fun things coming that'll be really cool. I think everybody will like that on the channel. And then again, it's just more staying organized and doing some building, and I can't wait to break ground on the Darth Vader mock. So with that, I think that's everything this week. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Um, and that's it. So again, appreciate you so much, everybody. You are awesome for both watching. Have a lot of new folks subscribing. I really sincerely appreciate it. It just, I do this for myself, but then I also love doing anything for you. So in the commentary, let me know what you want to discuss. I'm always open. Maybe I'll add in some like a topic session each week. This is kind of evolving my brick journey as I'm just kind of collecting and I was talking about like castle. I may have to kind of do more castle content sooner than later. I'm trying to stay focused on Star Wars. Now that Dots is gone, I don't have to worry about Dots, although I will get Series 8, close that out, and call it a day. But it's time. I think it's really time to kind of amp things up. So thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best, and we'll catch you on the next journal entry. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace out.